clap that in. Now we're actually recording.
Yes, we are.
Make sure, red light, right? I've got a red light.
You've got a red and a green. Do I have a red and a green?
You've got a red and a green.
Go, stop.
We're recording. So, searching around NAMM for surf guitars. I've been chatting with this guy on the internet, and he's making a capital SURF surf guitar, and it's ridiculous, and I love it, and I think you're gonna love it too. We came out to the parking lot to take a good look at it.
Where all good transactions happen.
Yes.
If it doesn't happen in a parking lot, it's not a real transaction.
It's like we're about to do like a Craigslist thing here.
I know, right? Is anyone looking? Is anywhere we safe?
We're out behind the Best Buy.
Here's the goods.
Oh my gosh.
The Alameda Clamshack guitar.
Look at what's going on here. Look at this. There are so many things to talk about.
Yes.
First of all, you've done something that I've always theorized in my head could be fun to do. You've mounted a Strat trim behind a rocking offset bridge. You've got a Mosrite style bridge here with a Strat style trim behind it. I've always wanted to do this with a Floyd.
Yes.
But I've never seen anyone do it with anything. And you've arrived at the conclusion that I had in my head that was like, that's so stupid, I'm never going to get around to trying it. And you've done it. And
I have. Well,
super cool.
You know, that's the difference between the thinkers and I would say the thinkers and the doers. But do you remember in Bugs Bunny, he'd keep walking off the cliff and not know because he just is too dumb?
Right.
That's me. So I decided, why not give it a try? And it shockingly, it works.
This is Mel, by the way. What's your brand name? I'm sorry.
Alameda. Which is the town that I lived in when I created this. I no longer live there, so you don't go looking there for me. You won't find me.
And he's an active surf guitar band guy.
Yes.
You were in Meshuggah Beach Party.
Meshuggah Beach Party. I was in the Mach 4, the Meltones, and the Alvarados, and others I will not name for secrecy purposes.
Legal reasons.
Yes. Thank you. That was the term I was looking for.
Judge ordered gag orders.
Exactly.
You can't talk about those bands anymore.
No. The bands that may or may not have existed.
But such a cool concept. It feels really nice and smooth and surfy.
So a couple of things. The fact that you get the pitch travel of a Strat, you can actually slack the strings.
Oh!
So, and it comes back. I'm particularly happy with this Tremolo because I don't know if you know in the Jazzmaster world where everyone's, we got a knife edge it.
Yeah.
This is a knife edge Strat vibrato, which is part of what makes it so smooth and part of what keeps the whole thing in tune.
I have in one of their other bridges.
Oh, the Telly one?
It's on it's on my Fender Flying V that I made. Because I was trying to tame tuning issues with it. It's like, surely it's the bridge. It's not the bridge, it's the nut. It's always the nut.
You know, a Flying V, what are you talking about? This is ridiculous.
But yeah, they make excellent hardware.
Yes.
Super smooth feeling. That's rad that you can dive bomb it, because you can't do that on Jags and Jaguars and Jazzmasters.
You can get in touch with your inner surf metal, you know?
Yeah, just go slack. I love that, and then spring right back in.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, I'm a fan not just of surf, but also the instrumental European stuff, and can play some Hank Marvin like this, and do, you know, the Shadow Walk, right?
Yeah. I don't have it practiced, but...
All right, you'll practice it more next time.
We'll rehearse for next time. It seems like dorky, but the Hank Marvin Shadow Walk, where they're all doing it at the same time.
It's so cool.
It awakens something primal.
Oh, it does.
I mean, oh man, they're barely dancing, but they're all doing it at the same time. It's like, that's a cool little stage
It's like
gag.
the Temptations, you know?
Yeah.
Ba-do-do-do-do-do. Because I don't know about you, but I'm a putz and a nerd, and so if I can get on stage with an electric guitar, but then the dance moves are remotely cool, I win. Because if I'm in the audience doing nobody wants to see that.
No one wants to see just bad dancing. Dance good or get the
worked hard
stage.
for the money. Okay.
I have a feeling. Okay, we're best friends now.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's official. Souls have connected.
Yes.
They've got so much other stuff going on with this guitar. This is wild.
Yes.
This is wild. you've got your own pickups going on
Correct.
here. Do you wind these?
Yes, I've designed and wind them. They are called Off-kiltertrons.
Off-kilter
Yes,
trons.
because they are off kilter. And they were initially, I was designing them to fit in Filtertron cases, which they do, but I also made my own because I just like doing things like that. So it is an asymmetrical, dual bobbin, multi-coil pickup, which is sort of a humbucker.
An asymmetrical,
Yes, dual bobbin
dual bobbin, multi-coil
design.
design.
So what happens is, well, the reason I point that out is normal humbuckers have identical sized coils.
Right.
And these not only have different coils, different gauges of wire in each coil, but the actual bobbins are shaped differently. And now it might be because I didn't figure out how to do it.
You know, you didn't have to reinvent guitar when you made it a guitar. Like, what are you doing?
Now, I don't know. Did you ever build model like cars and trucks and planes when you were a kid?
I did a spaceship once.
Okay. Do you remember the glue?
Oh, do I remember the glue?
So then why are you asking?
None of us remember the glue, but we kind of remember the glue.
So yeah, I mean, you can. Part of the thing, and it's the same with like the Clamshack name. There are so many people who do amazing versions of things that already exist.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no way a guy like me is going to be able to even match anything like that. So just like
So you reinvented the wheel.
Yeah, well, look, just like Meshuggah Beach Party is the world's premier Jewish surf music act by being the only Jewish surf music act, this is the only Clamshack.
I have a Jew in my band. That doesn't make us a Jewish surf act, I know, but
But a little guilty.
we're
Does he get there before everyone else and go, oh, you're here?
I'm of the wrong genetic background to maybe making it too many comments.
Yeah, you do that.
To point out too many stereotypes. Ariel does complain a lot.
I'll tell you what. I'll mention it to him at the next World Zionist meetings. You know
where you can agree how you control everything.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, no! I mean, cut the video. We're done.
That was a joke. Just a joke, okay?
From knowing Ariel
He's
in
a
my
mensch.
band, they're not controlling anything.
Yeah, I notice I never get
Sorry,
invited to those meetings otherwise. I mean, people give me your control. Well, where's my piece of the action? Anyway, so going back to this, we have off-kiltertron pickups. And they are, as I said, asymmetrical, dual bobbin, multi-coil design. And working with a rotary switch, different parts of the pickup are activated and you get 3 different single coil and 3 different humbucking voices. Now, again, there's no caps or resistors.
From each pickup?
Yes.
3 different single coil and 3 different humbucking voices from each pickup.
And so they go on the single coil, I call them jangle, twangle, and wrangle. Jangle's kind of the thin Rickenbackery, you hold the guitar up here. Yes, exactly.
Jangle, tangle, and wrangle.
Wrangle.
All right.
Twangle is the twangy Fendery setting.
Yeah.
Wrangle, kind of Western, like the Dynasonic, old Diorn and Gretches in the 60s. Then we have Tangle, Mangle, and Crush, the humbucker settings.
They all rhyme.
Yes.
Tangle, mangle, and crush. That sounds like the names of henchmen in like a Batman cartoon.
You're right.
Tangle, wrangle, and crush.
Oh, wait. Now we all have to be on angles because it's at the bad guy's place, right? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, my God. All right, so yes.
Tangle, mingle, crush, get over here.
All right, so Tangle is your Filtertron kind of set. It's a humbucker, but it's got a lighter voice to it, more airy. Mangle is a standard humbucker, Gibson-style humbucker, and Crush is just like, rawr. That's rawr.
And that's all one pickup.
Correct. And
so you select that and it affects both of those?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
So you can go through, there are different ways to wire things. They can both be handled independently. What I've done for simplicity's sake is both are controlled by the single rotary, so they're either both in jangle, mangle. Yeah, all right. Now, in addition to a volume and the tone, it's got a lift up so you can get the neck and bridge together. Very important for your surf nicks, such as myself and such as.
Yeah, because then you can get your Jazzmaster and your Jaguar sounds
Exactly.
and stuff like that.
But wait,
There's more?
If you,
Is it ever going to end? Like, does this thing just go on forever?
It goes on forever. I've got some Ginsu knives in the back. All right. Sorry. I roll my own pick guards. I call it tortoid. You've seen modern tortoiseshell, doesn't have depth to it, and you see depth in there.
You're telling me that you make a chemical slurry and make your own pick guard?
Sort of, but not exactly. The chemical slurry is what I huff before I make them. It's
jokes. We got jokes.
Jokes. Don't worry. I don't have to do this. I've got here because
Well,
you know I'm always
samples in his pocket.
merchandising. I got samples. I don't know if you can see up close. 3 different colors.
We've got this excellent parking garage lighting working for us here.
And I'll be Vanna White. So basically, what I've done is I found a way to mix tortoiseshell with pearl to give it some light and depth from underneath, which then, you know, turns it so it's not just your standard tomato paste.
So you're getting cuts of pick guard and layering them.
I might or might not be. It was a plausible deniability, right?
Right.
If I tell you everything, first off, you'll
Can't give it all away. Trade secrets.
It's
Trade secrets.
magic. There's fairy dust and unicorn farts in there, so you know it's a pretty important. He agrees.
That's incredible.
And so then, of course, we got an angle on the bridge so you can get your bridge high enough. The volume, as you notice, is in the location where a Strat would be, but because the bridge is higher up, you know.
Right. It's because the Strat would be kind of right there.
Well, it's more to the point, the Strat is right at the same level as the strings, because remember, a Strat strings, it's much closer to the body. And I don't know about you, but right when you're ready to get into that wailing solo, and then it's like, where'd the volume go?
Right. I always do like the remove the first volume knob and go down to 2 knobs mod on a Strat.
There is that, but then, you know, where's the... That's still a Strat when you can have a Clamshack.
A Clamshack.
Yeah.
With just endless options, apparently?
Yes.
So you said 6 different sounds per one of these.
Yes.
Have you counted how many possible combinations there are? I don't want to do the math in my head. He hasn't.
It depends on how many pickups, and it depends on how you have them wired. If they're independent, then it's 6 times 6 is 36. If you have 3 of them, 6 times 6 times 6, which is more than 36, and that's modern math, new math.
Yeah.
Common
Core. It's more.
It's more. And then I also have, I call that a barbell, because you know, if you're going to come up again like a Clamshack, you need a name.
It's like a Muscle Beach sort of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hustle, bustle, everybody dance now. Hustle, bustle. Oh my God, you poor man.
I'm going to have to edit this nonsense.
Oh yeah. So yeah, and then the profile is based on a 66, 65 Jazzmaster.
Oh, it's a little bit flat on the back.
Yeah, it's a 9.5-inch radius. And with vintage size frets, because
nice
that's
flame
how I
in
go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that garage lighting is paying off. We're getting that flame showing up. Beautiful.
You wouldn't see that in normal lights.
No.
You people have to come
to a parking garage.
To the parking garage for the full experience.
And you got these vintage style locking tuners.
Dotto tuners, and you can see. It's funny. I had to do the string trees a little bit differently than you normally expect, because I had to get these 4 angled down.
And a 3x3 where the strings are going straight over the nut. Hey, Gibson, huh? A 3x3 where the strings go straight over the nut. It's possible. It's possible.
It's nuts. Truly nuts. And so that's the general idea.
Do you make the necks? Do you make the bodies?
I did everything but the paint, because
paint is hard.
Paint is hard, just like math.
Every time I painted something, it's like sanding and sanding is like, it's good from about 20 feet away. Sanding and sanding, 10 feet away. Sanding and sanding, now I bit through it. Now it's back to 20 feet away.
So exactly, the 20, I'm also with the 20-foot test. So I had a professional do the finishes, but everything from planing on up.
That's incredible.
I cut, I make the necks, the bodies, pick guards, pickups, Yes, also you got your little thing there. And so you notice it's the same as a Strat, it's just moved
moved.
further back.
It's a double bridge guitar. Finally, a guitar with 2 bridges.
And one neck.
And 2 bridges, 1 neck. And more than 36 combinations of pickup sounds.
It's all over the place. So you know also that
Function paralysis. What are you even gonna do? Like, what are you gonna pick? You're gonna
rock
change,
and roll.
like, are you gonna try all pickup settings in one song? Like,
So, you know, it's funny because you and I were both surf nicks, right? We're really into the surf. What has been really cool is to see people who play completely different styles figure out how to use these. Because I've got a couple of friends in blues,
Totally.
you know, who are, you know, using these on tour, and it's pretty exciting because, you know, they play in ways like, oh, look, I can drive the amp. And I'm like, that's a good thing? But okay, look,
Why?
They make it sound good.
You want your amp to sound bad?
Overdrive, ookie. Look, you know, there are people when
Right.
they play with a tone and it sounds amazing, and then you go to use the tone yourself and it's like,
Well, what I say, because, like, you know, I've got a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be trying to reach out to the widest audience possible so that I can make a living. And instead, I show off surf guitar stuff. But the reason why I think it works is because those sounds and that playing style makes its way into all styles of music.
Yes.
Like, you hear some pop song on the radio and it's got some sort of twangy, surfy
Yeah.
thing as a hook that's being repeated, you know, in part of the song or something like that.
Exactly.
Or you find it in metal, you find it in country, like
Yeah.
you find it in pop and alternative. Like you find surf as a playing style and as a tonal style.
Exactly.
Pop up all over the place.
Now, a cool thing, again, with the Off-kiltertrons is with the 3 single coil settings, you can set yourself up with a nice, clean, jangly tone. And then if you want to really drive the amp, you push it up to crush. And now you've got a huge amount of voltage, you know,
That's brilliant.
massive microvolts. So yeah, you can really use it. You can use it if you want it as a volume control, but it's a voice control.
Really, just over the top, cool guitar design. What are you planning on selling these for? I know you're probably already selling them, right?
I'm already selling them. They're on my website, alamedaguitars.com. And so you can get in touch with me. I will answer any question, whether I answer correctly.
They might be jokes. You might get. I'm almost guaranteeing there's going to be humor in your response, and you're going to be like, "No, that's not. I don't appreciate that. I'm trying to get straight answers here, and he's just joking."
I need a guy who would just follow me around to do the rim shots. I need that. Yes. So I don't even remember what I was going to say next, but it was going to be very funny.
I believe it. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Everyone,
click the
yeah,
link.
check this guy out. He knows
Oh, I
a
was
thing or
ask-
two about a thing or two.
I was asking you how much they are.
Oh, so they're $2,500 completely built in the U.S. However, the first 5, I'm doing a discount to $2,000. So if you can, a veritable $500 off to own one of the first few handmade with blood, sweat, tears, and mental disorders. And I'm not joking about
It
that.
comes with mental disorders included. That's a great deal. I mean, like some people are gonna like cough at $2,500 and $2,000 because I cover a lot of Squire stuff and budget stuff
Well,
and like
of course.
that. Like, guys, $2,500, $2,000 for the first 5. That's Fender USA starting prices,
And you won't find anything else like it.
and it's
it's
made by him in Palm Springs in the
Yes,
United States of
USA,
America.
and
You're never gonna find another guitar that's doing.
this.
Look, it's got 2 bridges. You're getting an extra bridge. Now, here's a quick question.
Yes.
Because this is a Strat bridge and you can adjust the action and the intonation, can you tune for plucking behind?
Yes, you can. And in fact, you can use the saddles to do to change the angle over the bridge individually
Right.
as
You were
well as
mentioning,
yes. So I don't know if any of you are familiar with Mosrites from the back in the day, and their tremolo had the string guides were at different angles at different heights, which theoretically
I'll
again
put a picture up of my Hallmark.
yes, the Hallmarks
Yeah,
have
yeah.
them too. And what that theoretically does is when you use the vibrato, it tempers the tone changes so that you're more likely to stay in tune.
Yeah, and
So-
so you don't get that kind of out of tune thing you get with Bigsby's, where it's just
Unless you do it yourself,
right.
which
I do all the time. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how to play in tune.
That's when surf becomes jazz.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do. But so yeah, that's
so
I'm
cool.
very proud. There are, like I said, I also do lefties. So if
There you
you're a
go.
lefty, it looks just like this, only
Like imagine this.
but with the other stuff on it.
Yeah, with that on the front.
yeah.
Yeah. So there. Like the lefties, they look like this, just blank.
Yeah.
All right, well, this has been amazing.
Well, thank you.
I'm so glad that you hit me up to check this thing out.
Wait, you want me to hit you with this?
To just knock me out. Thanks for watching. Click the links, go check out his stuff. I think this might be my last video from NAMM unless inspiration strikes me. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, dislike, leave us rude and nasty comments. Go check out his bands too. Meshuggah Beach Party is a ton of fun.
Thank you.
And stay grounded. Bye, everybody. That's great. That might be the best video from NAMM for me. Because the others are just kind of like
riffing.
riffing.
You've got I like